seriously wish I didn't have to come on here all the time and vent about this bullshit. I wish I wasn't so uneasy all the time. How you guys doing? I know I get it in my head. I get in my head about anxiety, and then my anxiety gets worse. It's kind of like a PTSD of anxiety. I think about it way too much. It's just stupid. Certainly broke. Hey, Cindy. What's up is nothing. Just got some stuff done. Anxiety shit. And I've had about enough of this crap. There's some days, like, all of a sudden I'll be, like, way more tolerable about the way I am mentally. And I can deal with it more. And some days, it's like, it's not, my anxiety's not even as bad as it could be. And I'm literally just like, oh. I had another tornado warning of sirens today. Before the runaround fuck up, I could deal with them damn sirens. They seem to go off an awful fucking lot. And it just freaks me out now. Gets my anxiety up and like, fuck, you know. It's just a scary ass sound, especially when my sensory stuff is just way harsher than it was. You know, I'm definitely set back, and I just don't know how I'm going to get through this. What a bummer. Depression's fine today. Don't really feel very depressed at all. Anxiety is pretty low, but my sensory stuff is high. Ugh. Figure I'd come on a little bit later. I had some stuff I had to do. And yeah, that's that. Things are definitely getting harder. I would like a partial window again, please. My next partial window, I'm going to get vaccinated, so I'm definitely going to set myself back for a while. But I think in general, once I get through that, it'll help my anxiety level to a point. Not greatly, but I'm sure I'll have to deal with some severe anxiety after I get that. After I got my tetanus shot, I had severe anxiety for like 2.5 weeks. I imagine the same thing, and I'll probably be crying on here going, what the fuck did I do? But in general, in time, it'll be worth it for me. I'm only going to get the one-shotter. Hey. So it won't be foolproof, but be better than nothing. Hopefully keep me out of the hospital and having to be put on weird drugs that they put you on if you're too sick. So sucks I have to do it, but I'm going to have to. So I'm just waiting for a partial window to show up. My wave's been pretty bad, but not as bad as it could be. And I want to tell you guys, and that was part of the reason I came on, that I know when I talk, I help people and stuff like that, but you have no idea that you guys help me a lot. I see a lot of the same faces and names, and I actually look forward to seeing what's up with you guys. And it helps me. So thank you for that. Just one of these days, I might set up like a Zoom meeting type thing. And maybe we can all go on and see face to face and actually put our real names. I mean, my name's up, Dan, but put our real name. Some of us can put our real names up there and say hi and talk and have like a meeting, have like get together meetings, to where we can actually talk about this stuff and, have designated times and stuff, like once a week or every other week or something. I've never used Zoom. Well, actually, I have a long time ago, but I imagine it can't be that hard, Super dizzy today. I went out for work this morning, and I was driving in rain, and the farther I got, well, hence why I feel so weird today, probably. The farther I got, the darker it got out, and the harder it was raining. It was storming bad, but I didn't feel very anxious when I was driving. Yeah, I'm just too scared of COVID, and I just don't want to be in the hospital. I just had another friend that just got out of the still in the hospital actually, but got out of the ICU area, and she almost died. And now she's on steroids and heavy antibiotics to clear out anything else. And I'd rather just deal with the shot than have to deal with that, because I already have fucked up lungs. If I get COVID, I'm going to be down for the count. And I don't want to be the one sitting there saying, I wish I got vaccinated. It would have been way easier than that. Hey. Good to see you. So I'm just going to do it, but I don't want to. But I'm so sick of being scared that I'm going to end up in the hospital. Hell, I might end up being in there anyway. But it's just best for me to do it. I don't want long-lasting lung issues. I already got those, Galen, I watched your video earlier. Sorry I didn't comment or anything, but I was kind of going from laying down. I was laying down and whatnot. I just didn't feel like communicating. But I watched your video, and one of those things that usually other people just will never actually grasp what you're going through. And they'll usually say things that will really get under your skin. And eventually they'll probably get it more, but it's always hard to hear people not grasp it. But just keep doing what you're doing. Yeah. Cindy, it's honestly, I still don't know what the best choice is, but that's the one I'm choosing because I'm so sick of being scared that I know that will help me not be as scared. It just sucks. Just sucks. My sensory issues are really fucking weird today. Not my hearing sensory isn't so bad and hasn't been. It didn't get much worse, which I'm glad because I'm able to do music and stuff like that. But my visual disturbances are way worse, especially today. And Galen, what is that in your videos? There's a sound like something's breathing in the background. What is that? In your last two videos you had, it sounds like there's a breathing machine in the background. I was going to ask you what that was. Oh, yeah, for sure. I would not doubt it. I know it's one of the worst things you can deal with because it never fucking seems to end. Too bad most doctors don't know nor care. And they still think, just benzo withdrawal. Half of them don't even realize it takes so fucking long. Oh, that's what it is. I gotcha. I thought somebody was on a breathing machine or something, but I didn't think so. I didn't really think that, but it sounded like it. Like is somebody on oxygen or something. But yeah, I went out for work this morning, and like I was saying, it was storming really bad on my way. It's a 20-minute drive to where I go, and that's about as good as I drive, And since I do that trip so many times, I can pretty much do it without. Even if I'm in really bad shape, it can be scary, but it's not too bad. But it was pouring, and it was fucking dark out from it storming so bad. It was weird. And when I got to my destination, it was raining so hard I couldn't even get out of the car. So that stressed me out. And then later, the news said we wouldn't have any more storms, and all of a sudden, tornado sirens were going off. I don't know. Honestly, I know Jordan's, but I don't know if I've seen so many people's stories. I don't know. I really don't watch many of them anymore, to be honest. I don't have time to. I used to do it to get my mind off of things, but it more or less made me worse. My good coping technique now is doing this. I just like to talk, and when my head gets weird, Yeah, that's for sure, Cindy. No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Jason Jordan Peters. It sounds familiar, but I don't know. A club? I mean, do people now know what you're going through? I've had some weird people. It's like people ask me to do weird shit. And I'll be like, dude, so if I had two fucking broken legs, would you fucking ask me to run a marathon? But no, since you can't see my issue, even though I've told you, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. I've done some pretty dumb shit while in benzo withdrawal, though. Nothing like that, though. I wouldn't go to the club. So sick of feeling out of it and stressed out and anxiety ridden. I mean, honestly, I can tell you right now, if my anxiety was down, I could deal with this so much better. I can deal with it's weird how anxiety makes me scared of all the symptoms. But when my anxiety is down, which it never is now, but when it is, it's like I can tolerate the symptoms and be like, yeah, they are what they are, whatever. So why can't the anxiety just fucking go down for fuck's sakes? It's just constant adrenaline or something. Dude, it's hard keeping my relationship up with my girlfriend. But the thing is, it's like I need her as she's a huge support for me. But since she almost left me not long ago, that left me with like a PTSD of being alone. I wouldn't know. I could deal with the being alone to a point. It'd be scary though. Um, I wouldn't know how to afford anything because I can't pay all the bills, not on my own. Not unless I figured out a way to work from home fully. Dude, that'd be hell. But going out on dates and shit, like I do it now. Like me and my girlfriend are making efforts to do stuff, but it's easy stuff. You know, we don't go out and fucking go to carnivals and shit, you know. Although I admit there's probably some days that I could. It'd be really hard, but definitely not this week. But that's me pushing and me being just used to being sick. That I just say fuck it now. My head's still in fucking la la land, but it's not like it was. Like I literally felt like I was on LSD for so many years. And I figured once I got lower on the Remeron, things got better. And the longer I went from benzos, now after the fuck up on Remeron, a lot of that shit's back. Sue says, "Someone here heard of Peter Reagan? I've heard of him. It's up there with knowledge." I don't remember though. Kind of like the other name that Galen mentioned. I don't remember though. If he's got an audio book, I'll buy it, but I can't really read. I can read stuff online because I have to, but if I'm gonna read a book, I can't retain books at all. I'm horrible at reading. Ooh, tired, you guys. Don't mind me checking my email. Talk amongst yourself. You won't see it. You'll hear it though. There we go. My face is getting more numb. I went out for work and my dizziness was out of control. A little more of my brain bullshit going on. I still managed to stay out for 2 hours. When I can stay out for 2 hours and I'm not counting driving, I feel I've done pretty well. Yeah, I managed to do it, but my brain is still doing this. When I close my eyes and shit, it's just nuts. My fucking glasses in here. Don't mind me. I'm just replying. Because you notice how many fucking returns I get from my eBay business. It's like ridiculous. Everybody's saying everything's broken. I test everything. Everything was tested, comma. This was previously owned by me and it completely worked. Period. You'll have to send it back. I don't give refunds without the item. Sorry, it doesn't work for you. Period. There's no reason it should be broken again. Broken. Oops. And my battery's learning low. Because that's how people do it on eBay. They try to get you to give refunds all the time without having to send back an item. People want shit for free 24/7. I would say I ship about 20 items a day. I would say about 5 of those people want the stuff for free. It's utterly ridiculous. Come on. Check my email. Fuck it. I'll just refund them. It was like $6. I'm not gonna have them return that for that. Come to think about it, comma. If you can just send a photo with the lights on it, then I'll just refund you and you don't have to send it back. Period. It's just not that pricey of an item. Hey, Daydreamer. Feeling rough, but okay. Tolerable. I just feel very uneasy. It's like I sit around. I try to stay busy, and that helps. But staying busy 24 fucking 7 is so hard. And then when I try to relax, I get very uneasy. Anxiety's high, and it just sucks. It's just very uncomfortable. I wouldn't say big swings. A lot of time it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. But some days, like I'll magically feel a little better, which is weird. That happened a couple days back. I felt fucking terrible for half the day, and then something switched after I ate one of my meals, and all of a sudden I felt like 20% better. That rarely happens, though. I was hoping it would happen today. I feel really weird. I had a lot of stress today driving through a big storm, and tornado sirens are going off earlier. It's just stressful. My visual sensory issues are very wicked today. Hello. Yeah, I don't know. I forget where you're at, but like the weather's been friggin' weird. I know today there's a lot of tornadoes in Illinois. My girlfriend's uncle, he's a weatherman, and he chases storms. And he was out there taking photos and spotting tons of tornadoes out there. It's nuts. We had a couple tornado scares here today. Not by me, not very far though, but not by me. The sirens were going off. There was a tornado that was spotted 20 minutes from me. But we didn't really get much at all, thank goodness. But this keeps happening a lot lately. And then we don't get anything, but we'll get the scare. And they're like on their way, but then they move out of the way. So my nerves are just on end. Like they're already on end, you know. What in the fuck? Did they get another goddamn car? Jesus. Sorry, my neighbors. Yeah, that's right. Still don't know where that's at, though. I don't know if in relation to what the storms were today. I know my body is buzzing more than normal when I close my eyes. Mostly when I'm more tired, though, and my brain moves like that. And it's really unnerving. And it's like I'm hoping it calms down because I need to start tapering eventually. I'm sure the Remeron's just making me worse. And I just don't know what the fuck to do. Sure, it'll all get worse once I get vaccinated. But it'll also get way worse if I don't get vaccinated and get COVID, which I will because I'm in public like 4 times a day, 4 times a week. I'm just so sick of all this. Things would have been way fucking. I'd have way less of an anxiety issue if the COVID thing didn't fucking start. if the COVID thing didn't start and I didn't fuck up my Remeron, I'd just be on track to be getting better. No bullshit with that. No always having to worry about my job, and no always having to worry about getting really sick from COVID, and sick of watching my friends getting sick and being in the hospital. I saw 2 people that I know die. I'm just so sick of all of it. I'm just so tired. And then it's like I fuck up the Remeron and fuck up my nervous system even more. I'm just sick of it, guys. Yeah. I'm sick of that my vision is garbage and I can't get a good prescription for my eyes because my close vision is so fucking terrible. So like the only thing that would actually like be tolerable, which I cannot tolerate, the only thing they can really do for me is give me glasses with fucking bifocals, and I can't fucking live with that. I can't live with bifocals. I can't walk around with those. So I've always had these fucked up prescriptions for my contacts. I fucking hate glasses. They make me feel so wonky. I could deal with them if it was one prescription, which I had for a while, but now I've got this like weird mono vision in my fucking contacts just so I can deal. And it's like everything's always a little weirder for me with that. Then I got some farther contacts where I can see in general farther much better, but my close vision was so fucking awful. I can't put readers or glasses on every 5 seconds. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I can't do it. It's too much work. And I was getting migraines. So I'm like stuck on this terrible prescription where it's like tolerable. Sucks. There's not one good thing about me. Like you name a body part and I could tell you what's fucking wrong with it. That's complete trash. I'd probably, man, I'd cry, that's for sure. I'd cry in happy tears and say, and I knew it was going to be better for a while, I would probably take a trip, go to Iceland or something, or go back to the fucking desert and meditate and be thankful. I don't fucking know. There's so many things I would do. Take a huge trip somewhere, maybe. I'd probably go to the bank and see if I can get a loan to buy a house. It's funny, somebody asked me this question before, and when I answered it, they said, well, you can do all those things now. It's like, yeah, I could, literally, but I'm not going to suffer to do those things. It's not fair. I shouldn't have to suffer for that. But I like those questions. What would you do? I mean, I'm lucky I've accomplished a lot in benzo withdrawal. And many of the things that I've done set me back a lot. I accomplished one of the biggest things in my music career in Benzo Withdrawal. Although it was a complete disaster, yeah, I wouldn't trust it. But when I was in the thick of it, I was I signed a huge contract for a big publishing company, and I had to get a lawyer, find the money to pay a lawyer to do the contract, and I had no fucking idea what I was doing with that because I was so sick. But I could not pass up this opportunity. I was starting to be able to write music again, so I'm like, well, no matter how hard it is, at least eventually, you know, it'll get easier, and I'll be glad I did it. Well, it ended up the company ended up selling to this ginormous music company that like sells all the huge artists. So I would have just been a speck, a fly that nobody would have ever noticed. So Victory Records, which was one of the major record labels that I signed with, they ended up selling to Concord Music. And Victory Records, they sold Victory Records for millions of dollars. And basically, I got fucked. So I didn't want to be with Concord Music Group because they're one of the biggest music companies in the world, and they would not pay attention to me whatsoever. I would have just been lost. They would have not have worked with me. You know, why would some movie want my music when they could have like Nine Inch Nails or something like that, or Johnny Cash? You know, so it was really a bad deal for me. Well, then the other company started another new company, and I got sold back to the other company, which ended up now being a complete disaster because the company's so small now, and with COVID, there's not many movies. Wasn't many movies being played. I don't know, whatever. So it ended up being a disaster. I still have a couple years on the contract, and I still write music for commercials and stuff, but usually none of them get picked up. So it ended up being a huge disaster. But it could have been super fucking huge. It could have been gigantic, and it wasn't. It was almost like winning the lottery, but realizing you thought there was one different number. But yeah, I mean, it probably set me back for like 6 months just from the stress of it alone. Anyway, but it was one of the biggest moves I've ever made in a career situation. I still have my entertainment lawyer, and if I need him, I can use him. But as of right now, I'm stuck on a contract that's really nothing's happening for me. So like when they want me to like write something, I'm actually really pissed. It sucks because I'm like, great, what's the point? Like, because I know nothing's going to get picked up. The music's good. I mean, I know there's nothing wrong in that avenue, but yeah. So I've done some pretty major stuff in Benzo Withdrawal that I pushed myself and forced myself to do. It was absolute torture, and some of that having conversations and meetings with these important executive guys. They were going to put a budget on a music video for me, even though it wasn't even about that. But the record label itself said, you know what, this band's pretty good. They were going to record a video, and they were putting like 30 grand into it. They filmed and did all this animation for like 6 months. And when the company changed over, it all got taken away. What a waste. Yeah, for sure, Cindy. I don't take myself health for granted now. I try not to be overboard, you know, but it was funny. I get these mailers from Marlboro cigarettes, you know. I signed up for it because I got a free lighter once. And it was a long time ago. It's stupid. I just wanted a free lighter. And I mean, I don't smoke or nothing, but I wanted free stuff. So they still send me these mailers, and I take out the coupons and give them to people, or I sell them if they're a good enough coupon. So I took out the coupon, and my girlfriend's like, she forgets about it because it's very far and few between. She'd be like, "What are you taking up smoking again?" I said, "Yeah," and she's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Are you serious? Do you think I'm gonna start smoking?" So I literally thought I was gonna start smoking again. Like, yeah, right. Sorry, I don't fuck around with my health like that. No way. I used to love smoking. Don't get me wrong, but I'm too fucked up. I'm gonna be getting off here in about 5 minutes. Headache. Man, I look outside. This is where when I look that way, I'm looking outside. I just hate how everything looks so fucking surreal and weird. I mean, a lot of that's DPDR or derealization and my visual snow issues. That doesn't help it at all. But the whole like brain injury part for me is rough. When things look really surreal and it just sucks. It's not being in a reality that I'm waiting for years and years to get back into a reality. And my reality was getting a little better until I fucked up Remeron, and now it's like skewed back again. It's like fuck. I'm not gonna go off myself, so I have to deal with it. So I know I'm gonna have years to deal. And then I gotta start tapering Remeron again. I just don't even know how I'm gonna tolerate that and be able to do what I'm doing. Life is hard enough. My left eye keeps twitching. I remember there was a time somebody told me, if you drink a glass of milk, usually it'll take care of it, like it's a calcium deficiency or something. But I can't drink milk. So it's like I'm just waiting for it to go away. God, I hope it goes away soon. It's not a horrible issue, but it's been going on for like 4 days. Just my left eye will start twitching out of nowhere. I've been having a lot of dreams again about being in high school or being in school after high school, but having like some of the same teachers. It's always like really weird. Like I never feel like I belong in there in the classroom, or a lot of times I can't find my classroom, and that freaks me out. Or I can't open my locker because of a combination. It's really weird. I've had that dream for a long time. I don't know what that means. Probably just feel lost. Whew. All right, I'm going to sign off. So if any comments come in, before I leave. Sorry about that. You guys have a good night. I gotta go feed the cats. I'm gonna go take a bath and try to relax my fucking dumb brain.